Viewers, this is your life influencer amitkachalia. Today is 24th December 2023 and I am on my four-wheeler ride to Nandur, Madhymeshwar, a bird sanctuary. I have done this trip way back on 23rd December 2019 on Yamaha scooter with my kid. That time it was also freezing winter. Now also things have changed. 15 days before when I did my mullet trek, it was not so much chilled. Now it's around 10 to 11 degrees Celsius. But why did I take a four-wheeler? It's a 55-kilometer ride. It's a very small ride, but I have a reason to take four-wheeler. I will explain that later. So now let me directly catch you all directly to the destination, that is Nandur Madhymeshwar Bird Sanctuary. Hopefully I should be able to get more better snaps compared to my earlier trip of 2019. Let's see how things goes on. And this is the sunrise which I wanted to show you all. It's really good, the colors, the different shades of orange and blue. I hope you are liking this. Now let me catch you to the second part. Viewers, I've reached the location Nandur Madhymeshwar Bird Wildlife Sanctuary. So after 2019, exactly after 4 years, my 2019 day was 23rd December 2019 with my kid on my two-wheeler. But this time I have taken four-wheeler for a simple reason that I was carrying a spotting scope, so it should not get damaged in the jerks of driving the two-wheeler. That's why I have taken four-wheeler, and there is a good crowd actually. So these are the watchtowers for you to watch the birds. So let's see how I'm able to use my spotting scope in a better way. We'll catch you once I reach any of the watchtower. Here was, this is Amitkachalia. I am in tower number 3, and this was my setup for watching the bird sanctuary of Nandur Madhymeshwar. I'm speaking soft because obviously with my noise birds may run away, and it was all crowded some time back, and I met couple of my old students pursuing CA, and this is the setup I need to show. And this is the dam backwaters. Let me show you that. And yeah, it's peaceful. Birds are in their natural habitat wherein we can watch and look at it. Hey, was done with the spotting the birds part. It's all about patience. See, understand, birds are in their natural inhabitancy. You are visiting them, so birds won't be coming towards you flying just to for you to take some snaps or spot them. Okay, so it's all about patience. One thing to keep note of: through patience you will be able to see various birds. They are not here for you, you are here for them, so that's the main thing. And yeah, so it was a fun trip again. There were too many families, so it was pretty much crowded. There are 3 watchtowers, so I had gone to the farthest watchtower as usual. And yeah, so after 4 years, the second trip to this location all alone with my gears and everything. So spotting scope is really working for me. It's worth. Difficult to take a snapshot using it attaching my mobile, but still I've tried. But maybe blurred images may come at the end. You will see at the end of the video. But yeah, it was a fun trip. Now let's see whether I plan to go to dam or directly go to Nasik. I will take my call, but I now require a good cup of tea, and then I will connect if possible, for the damn part, or maybe the directly the life influencing wisdom snippet part. The topic for this video is very interesting. Can you burst your own ego? Can you burst your inflated ego? Do it yourself, or do you require some external entity or agency for to burst your ego? Okay, according to me, you can burst your ego. I will teach you the formula how to do that on your own. So DIY, burst your own ego. Okay, so that will be the topic for the this video's wisdom snippet. I'll catch you in the next part of the video. Bye.
So as mentioned in my earlier part of the video, the topic for today's video is, can you burst your own ego? Do it yourself. So can you do it, or do you require the help of some external entity or agency? That is what I'll be speaking in this part of the video. So let's deep dive into this life influencing wisdom snippet, life philosophical wisdom snippet from my end. I have started this practice of giving disclaimer that this content is presented as an expression of opinion with no intention to offend, disrespect, or undermine any individual's deeply held convictions, religious beliefs, or sentiments. You all are expected and encouraged to approach this material with an open mind, understanding that opinions may differ and that the intention is not from my side to cause any harm or offense. But should any part of this content inadvertently cause discomfort or offense, we sincerely apologize in advance. So now let's start. Can you burst your own ego? So in the very first part, we need to first understand your ego inflates and deflates. So your ego rises or falls based on our situation, time, and people. These are the three factors or reasons broadly which will inflate or deflate our ego aspect. Now, in the very first step, we need to first accept the fact that to burst our own ego, acceptance of its existence is in us is a precursor, it's a precondition. I need to accept while I'm making this video that yes, there is ego in me. Whether it's inflating, deflating, that's what we need to understand. So yes, that acceptance part is the first step. Otherwise, the whole do it yourself model of bursting your own ego will collapse. Okay, now coming to the main part. What are the steps for you to deflate your ego? Okay, so first is obviously, which I have been following, is self-introspection. We need to introspect within us how the ego is functioning or playing around with us. Now self-introspection is the key, is the first step and the key to first realize the fact that there is ego, and can we control it, downplay it, work on it in such a way that it doesn't affect my approach towards others. And the best way of doing that is showing gratitude towards collective choices of others in our progress or growth. There is one video I've made on how choices of ours is linked to our destiny, future destiny. But in that there is one factor called as collective choices of others. I can frame my own destiny, but there are others who are playing role in framing my destiny also. Just like I can control partially the destiny of others. So same way, you need to be having that gratuitous approach when you are approaching others. You are defining your destiny, no doubt about it, but you can become zero in terms of your progress if others do not support your growth. So there are others who are playing role in some form or the other without your knowledge or with your knowledge in your progress and growth in any aspects, whether it be your health aspect of your growth, financial aspect of your growth, social growth, or family growth, or spiritual growth, or philosophical growth, and so on. There are various aspects of a human life which we live. Now this gratuitous approach, when you keep on holding, it tries to keeps a check on our ego. Then second, which is a very tough part, which I've been working since years, is being in zero or virtually zero mode, which means state of normality. Now what this in detail means, I will explain in my next part of this slide. So yes, being zero means having that normal state of mind, which is very tough. Okay, I've been trying to work on this. It takes time, but yes, the more it's again, these are baby steps. It happens maybe just for seconds, then minutes, then hours, and so on. So it's a continuous, as I said, introspection, gratitude, these are all so much interlinked. It's not isolated, although I may be showing as a pointers, point 1 2 3, but these are interlinked to each other actually. So it's all about, when I say do it yourself, busting our own ego means what? It's a continuous practice. I mean, I can write the whole thing in the whole one slide, just one word: practice. That's the only way through which we can burst our own ego. As I said, first thing, I am accepting the fact that while I'm making this presentation, there is an ego. How this ego will affect me? Let me show that, explain that with a simple example. Let's say the outcome of this presentation or video is good. So the ego of Amit inflates. I'm showing upward red color to my slide if you check. Okay, so it's on my ego, it's a red color because ego is not a good thing in us. Okay, so it's the evil side of us basically. So it's rising, a red color is rising, not a good sign, because the presentation Amit is, wow, what a good presentation I made. Okay, now, but let's say the presentation is not good, or the video is not at par which he was expecting, or the people's feedback was very negative. Amit's ego deflates, or he gets upset. Or the other way around, he will criticize the people for not understanding the presentation. That can also happen. Both the scenario, I am losing the fact of zero gravity part, the zero feel part, the zero mode part, or the state of normality. That's why even the deflation part I'm showing is as a red color only. Irrespective of the outcome of the video, whether it be a good outcome or a bad outcome, good feedback, bad feedback, I need to be, as a person, as Amit, needs to be in a state of normality. So basically, some good thing happens to me, fine. I should not be inflating, wow, see, that's what I control my destiny. No. A bad thing happens to me, okay, criticizing or not asking others that they are not understanding us. Both ways, we are losing the concept of how do we burst our ego. So to burst our ego, we need to be continuously in the state of normality. It's not easy, but through practice, gratitude, and these are the only things. There are many other factors to this, but broadly, gratitude towards others, looking into yourself and self-correcting. You need to be always in self-correcting mode. How can I improvise myself? That's the only way through which you can work on your ego control part. Okay. So in both the scenarios, as I mentioned, there is a red color. So my ego inflates, deflates. It's both are not good signs for me. This is an example I'm giving. Now, to each and every scenario, if you start applying this logic or example, you will understand that. And this is again, see, nobody else. So what I mean is, you don't require an external agency. Now, why you don't require an external agency? Let me be very clear on that part. Help of others, if you decide, yes, it's an option. There may be other philosophers, gurus, or whatever name you want to give them, or maybe your family friends or so. But in today's world, working on self-improvement has far-reaching benefits than asking others to do so for you. Okay. Now then, why I am doing this? Because I am trying to help others as a life influencer. So in the very first place, my profession is different. I am a financial planner, a corporate trainer, and there are a couple of other businesses I am into. So this I am doing for my sake, and I want to give it back to the society and the people towards whom I am gratitious. So first thing, I have no vested interest in this activity of making videos on life influencing or life philosophy. If you check in last 2 to 3 years of my videos, in none of my videos I am asking that you subscribe to my channel. It's your choice or call to take whether you like my content. If you like my content, if it's helping you in a larger way in your life, you can subscribe. Otherwise, it's fine with me. So that's why I'm willing to help you with no vestige or strings attached. So basically, I'm a life influencer with no pathological or pharmacy tie-ups. Okay. Now my only goal is what? To make people's life simple and easy to live, and to help them explore the frontiers of life which they have not even imagined or tried. That's the only motto of my making these life influencing videos. They're stuck up in their cocoons without trying to explore. Nobody discusses about philosophy. Okay, at this age particularly. But that's where people are making mistakes. And what I'm into is that you can do it everything on your own. It's just a matter of you taking that first baby step towards your own psychological growth, your own life growth. Okay, so this is the simple thing that I'm willing to help others, but I am having no vestige. I don't want that people donate me anything or they start following me in terms of being disciples or all that. There is no such thing. I have no such plans of becoming Amit Baba or something and blah blah thing. They have no such future plans in my life. Okay. Now these are the snaps which I had taken in the earlier part. That is my Nandur Madhymeshwar bird sanctuary. I had attached the spotting scope to the tripod and camera my smartphone. Kind of blurry images, but yeah, still I'm happy with whatever trial I've made. And yeah, hope you like this snaps also, and thank you so much for keeping patience and watching this video with all good heart and in good spirit. Thank you so much.